Shinx is one cool Pokemon, but is there a real-life animal that's like this electrifying feline? Welcome back to Shelby on Safari, and in today's video, I'm gonna answer just that question by introducing you to one cool cat. And no, it's not my cat Maui. And be sure to stay tuned until the end to hear my top 3 tips for Shinx Community Day. So you ready? Join the safari and let's get started. First things first, Shinx is known as the Flash Pokemon. And no, not that Flash. Wait, that's Vulpix. But that Flash, Barry Allen. Although I did do a video on him as well. But Shinx was first introduced in Generation 4 at the Sinnoh region, which is not really a surprise seeing as Pokemon's really driving out the Sinnoh-related events this year, and their games too. And there are 3 key attributes of Shinx and its evolutions that made me decide on comparing it to the Lynx. Now, I know, I can hear you now. There are actually 4 different species of Lynx, so which one did I choose? Is it the Bobcat, the Canadian Lynx, the Eurasian Lynx, or the Iberian Lynx? Well, I went for the most endangered lynx species. In fact, it's believed to be one of the most threatened feline species in the world today. In the late 20th century, there were only about 100 individuals in existence. And nowadays, they are classified on the IUCN Red List as endangered. I'm referring to the Iberian lynx. They were once widespread across the Iberian Peninsula. However, like I've said, the population has dramatically reduced, and now there are just 2 subpopulations in Andalusia in southwest Spain. Now, being an electric type, it should come as no surprise that Shinx is known as the Flash Pokemon. But what does this have to do with a lynx? Well, it's quite literally in the name. It's believed that the word lynx actually is derived from the Greek word lukos, meaning light or bright. I know I'm not suggesting that lynxes are electric type animals, but it probably refers to the Tapetum lucidum. And that word may sound familiar if you've watched Shelby on Safari videos before, because that is indeed the reflective layer covering the eyes of a couple different animals that have really excellent night vision, and the lynx is one of them. Speaking of vision, and no, yeah, not that vision, it turns out that Luxray, the final evolution of Shinx, is known as the Gleam Eyes Pokemon. Coincidence? I think not. Apparently, according to Pokedex entries, they have powerful eyesight that can see through most objects and walls. And while the Lynx might not be able to have vision that powerful, that doesn't mean they don't have good eyesight. Their eyesight is so strong that they can spot a mouse 250 feet away. Whew. I wish I could have that vision. I have terrible vision. I'm wearing contacts right now. I usually have to wear glasses. And the connections between Lynx and Shinx and its evolutions in terms of vision don't stop there. In many cultures, the lynx is known for having keen eyesight, to be able to see what others can't, and reveal hidden truths. Could this have played a part in influencing the Pokemon creators' nod to Luxray having super excellent vision? That's for you to decide. Now, another similarity between these Pokemon and lynxes is, well, their sleeping patterns. For Luxray's ability to see through most walls and objects sounds really cool. It does come at a price. Apparently, it takes a lot of electricity, which can be rather tiresome and exhausting for this Pokemon. Therefore, they need to sleep for long periods at a time to be able to store up energy to use this power of theirs. Which, by the way, apparently they use it for not only hunting, but also keeping an eye on their young. And of course, the lynx, being a feline, well, they too like to sleep a lot. Lynxes are mostly crepuscular and nocturnal, so therefore they sleep a lot during the day. And just like how Luxray needs to sleep to store up energy, and that's also kind of true of lynxes, because they are ambush predators, so they too need to store up energy in order to hunt. Now finally, the tufts of hair. In the Pokemon world, there's quite a few different examples of sexual dimorphism within the species. and Shinx is no exception. The top tuft of hair on a Shinx is smaller if it's a female, and a little bit bigger if it's a male. So too with the Iberian lynx, for example, there is sexual dimorphism in the form of size, where females are smaller and males are a bit bigger. The Iberian lynx has a bit more, how should we say it, bearded hair around its face? Like that? And this really reminded me of the design of Shinx and its evolutions. However, with the tufts of hair of lynx, especially on their ears, it is a bit debated per se. It's not really known what they're for. Some scientists think that they could act as whiskers almost to detect movement, while others suggest that they enhance the hearing abilities. One cool trick that Shinx has is if it feels threatened, say like it's being attacked by predators, it can make its fur gleam brightly, so bright that it blinds their predators and thus they can get away. If only the Iberian lynx of our world had this, for sadly they are still suffering from illegal hunting activity. So that'd be a pretty nifty skill to have to blind potential poachers. One way that a Shinx communicates with other Shinx is by shaking the tip of its tail while it shines brightly. And again, this is another thing I wish the Iberian lynx had, to be able to glow its tail. In fact, their tails are quite stubby, aren't they? They're kind of cute, cute little short tails. But I thought this would be a great opportunity to discuss purring, because lynxes are, well, perfect. Lynxes like cheetahs and Maui can purr thanks to their hyoid bones that support both the larynx and the tongue. Vibrations in the larynx cause vibrations in the hyoid bone, thus we hear the purring noise. Now for Shinx Community Day, I have 3 top tips for you because I too am a player of Pokemon Go. Shinx Community Day is taking place on Sunday, November 21st from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time. I encourage you to Mega Evolve either Mega Ampharos or Mega Manectric, both electric types, during this day to get that extra candy bonus. Additionally, during this time frame, you'll get 3 times transfer candies, with a quadrupled chance of getting extra large candies. So during this time, I highly recommend that you also transfer over some maybe legendary types that you've been catching in raids, because XL candies for legendaries is a bit hard to come by. Might be worth testing your luck. And like many community days over the past few months, both lure modules and incense will last for 3 hours. So probably a good time to use one of those, don't you think? The Iberian lynx is certainly beautiful. While a bit smaller than its cousins, they have a few great adaptations for life in a more Mediterranean climate, like shorter and more coarse fur. And they've certainly struggled the past few years to regain population numbers. However, a variety of organizations are working hard to make sure this beautiful cat stays on this planet and doesn't become a thing of legend, just like their incredible eyesight is. For more information on these organizations, I'll pop links to them down in the description below. But I want to hear from you. Which species of lynx is your favorite? Is it the Canadian, Eurasian, the bobcat, or the Iberian lynx? Tell me down below. And after you do, be sure to click on this video over here on what real life animal is like Goomy, one cute dragon Pokemon. But what its real life equivalent is? You gotta watch to find out. Go on, click it. I'll see you over there. Thanks so much for watching.